Okay. Here we are. Does anyone still know Piranha Bytes? They are still there. Yeah, the movie was quite small, that's because I have high resolution something due to modding, and yeah, it seems the movies aren't stretched for some reason. Which is really not that much of a problem, since this game shouldn't have that many movies. I mean, you will see the intro now, which has this size. But then the game is in full screen. Okay, Gothic, for me, actually it's really... I think it's only the second time I played, because I played it when it came out, like always, and yeah, I mean, I played the other Gothics, of course, but never played the first Gothic a second time, and now it's time. I mean, it was voted for Gothic. By the way, let's... Mountain Gothic, yeah. Gothic starts, that's right, after finally finishing that dreaded Final Fantasy 15, which was really underwhelming. But let's not talk about that game anymore. Let's just remove Gothic as a poll option, since we voted for Gothic now. Stream went yellow just now, hopefully it's still running. Okay, so we will be playing through all of the main Gothic games, Gothic 1, Gothic 2, Gothic 2 the Gold Edition, which probably means Night of the Raven is in there. Gothic 3, Forsaken Gods, and then Arcania, and Arcania something, I don't know. I don't know too much about Arcania. I played Arcania once, but yeah. So, but hey, let's start the game. I mean, I can talk about the game while we play it, actually.
The Kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II.
Do it a bit quieter.
During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one.
It's playing up. Whatever that means.
The war against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Khorinis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Khorinis was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange. Until the present day. Another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know But he would change everything.
In the name of King Robar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop! Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. They'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well, I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you!
Keep silent. Right, send him in.
Welcome to the colony.
That's enough. Leave him alone. And now scram. Get up. I'm Diego. I'm not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, let's talk, of course.
Okay, what do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Okay.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there, but if you plan to fight him, be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Who's Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
The old mine. Yeah, you're back. Hey there.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
So, begin of chapter 1. Like I said, I don't know shit about the game anymore. I mean, of course I know some basics, but I don't know when it came out, but let's just assume it's been 15 years since I played the game. The last time. The first and the last time. Wow. Camera movement. Crazy. I can dive. So let's see. Okay, there's a 5 like quick save. That's good. Let's see where quick load is. F9 is quick load. Okay, that's important. Oh, what was that? I assume that's jumping. This is so great to play an old game once again. So, by the way, there's a poll which faction to choose in Gothic. So you can choose between the old camp, the new camp and the swamp camp it was, or sect camp, I don't know. So when we make our decision, there should be some votes in here, so else I will choose randomly how I feel.
What are you doing here?
Making sure no one gets near the exchange place, especially one of those cutthroats from the new camp. You're the new guy they chucked in today, right?
That's me.
Then you'd better watch out for the guys from the new camp. I work for the old camp, same as the others you saw at the exchange place. I assume you've talked to Diego.
Yes, I have.
Good. Then you know what's what around here.
Why do I have to watch out for the guys from the new camp?
Compared to the new camp, the old camp's a quiet, peaceful sort of place. The new camp doesn't get any deliveries from the outside world. Most of the rogues there just steal whatever they need.
And the old camp?
The ore barons have everything under control. Next in line to them are the guards, followed by the shadows. The diggers are the lowest. Everyone who arrives here starts out as a digger. If you want to become something better than that, you'll have to get accepted as a shadow first.
When I was washed ashore, one of the guys punched me in the face.
They do that to all the newcomers. They call it standing godfather.
Oh, are all the guys like that in the old camp?
We do have a few suckers, but they won't touch you as long as you pay them protection money.
I saw a woman being sent down with the goods.
Yeah, the ore barons get everything they want.
Do you mean to say the king exchanges women for ore?
They're convicted criminals too, of course. But if Gomez hadn't asked for them, they'd be sitting in some dungeon or other. I'm not sure what's worse.
I'm looking for a weapon.
There should be some old weapons by the derelict mine, further down the canyon. But don't go and start a war with nothing but a rusty pickaxe for a weapon. Those things are slow and heavy. An inexperienced fighter should never use one of them, unless it's an emergency. You'd better make sure you reach the old camp in one piece.
Turning is so good in this game. That's really good.
How's it going?
Good. None of the rogues from the new camp are to be seen anywhere.
So let's save before, or sometimes. Okay. I can open and close the gate, I'm so good. Yay, experience. Oh, okay. No. Just have to see how this game worked again. I think I don't even know that mine here. Just know that there was a scavenger right there. I don't know. A clock. Torch, arrows, coins, beer. What's beer? We wanna have beer. That's still not a weapon. Good old Gothic technique. I love it. Barrels are not destroyable. Okay. Understand. I guess I don't wanna be in here, or... And it's hard too. Oh, it's so. Do I have 10 strength? Let's see, strength. I have 10 strength. Hey. Nice. Let's save that. It's only good to have. A letter. No, I don't see nothing too, by the way. Maybe I should. Torch somewhere? Well, this torch is completely useless. But no, a mine crawler. Can't do shit against him. And he kills me immediately, I knew it. That's why I saved here. Of course it's obvious that it's not a good idea to be in here. But I have a sword. Maybe we should go out immediately now. Or we go the other path. Let's go out. Ah, good old Gothic. Ah. Already this game is much more fun than Final Fantasy 15. I mean, I might have to remember saving in this game, of course. This game is so good. And I don't mean that in some strange way. It was really good. Good old rice schnapps. Okay. I mean, I'm happy with every experience I can get here. Of course, experience was your currency for every level up thing. I mean, not leveling up, but you had to invest in skills here. So every time you wanted to increase your strength and whatnot. And I think the next slightly down there should be the first scavenger or whatever it was called. These little dinosaurs. Yeah, here he is. This much I still know. Gothic 1. game this is. I mean, of course, by today's standards, I mean, just look at the tree, but still, I mean, okay, there are a lot of memories with this game with me, so it was actually the first game which did open world somehow right in my terms. I mean, there aren't that many open world games. Okay, RPGs were always a bit open worldy. Oh, these guys from the new.
Wasn't very clever.
You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do to start with. Then we'll see.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
Skill point, okay. But I don't have.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you. If you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
Why? Doesn't he sell the maps?
If you get enough ore to pay for them.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them, once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah, I remember. Until I get my first real armor and whatnot. It's really dangerous. Everyone is going to fuck me. Hey. Okay, thank you.
There was a time when
I
things
thought
would
that
have
had
gone
been cleared up
very
ages
different.
ago. Oh no. I think these bees were somehow me. Oh yeah. Yeah, good jumping. No, that's why I saved. They seem to be strong, like give 50 experience. Next level at 500, okay. So I really want them. But yeah, like I said, levels don't. should eat some meat now. Oh, I don't know, I mean. Old Gothic.
What are you doing here?
What's it look like? Regarding the bridge, of course. We make sure that no beasts cross the bridge.
Have you got any advice for me?
Yeah, don't go in the forest on your own. Unless you're strong enough to fight off all the beasts. Make sure you get to the old camp. They're holding a pickaxe for you.
Hey, this grass is floating in the air. Cool. I mean, why not? This grass. I know I don't say that grass makes you high, that's such a bad pun. Can't beat the meat bug. It's too crazy. And on this side. Yeah. No! Itamaro not found. Please correct instance name. Invalid item, not able to put into inventory, deleting it. Oh, it's working. Okay. Whatever was happening now. Dude, you're bleeding. But I think it's best I go into the old camp path. Which doesn't mean I join them.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
Why haven't I heard about this?
That's really not my problem.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
Couldn't you jump into the barrel?
People always talk.
Yeah, that's great. I think you have some kind of problem.
You have to watch what you tell people.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
You don't have to ask me.
That had been cleared out ages ago.
What the fuck?
I'd better keep out of it.
Listening to your blathering anymore, was it?
Yeah, this always works, okay. Maybe just from this side? Yeah, no, it's... I mean, this doesn't look
Totally
too good, but... That's great.
Never asks me.
You're very probably.
There was a time when...
You're very probably. I'd better keep out of it. People always talk. I doubt that
I'm new here. Who are you?
I am Baal Taran of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper.
What is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper?
We're a community of believers in a new faith. Our camp is situated in the east, in the swamp. I've come to preach the words of the Sleeper to strangers like you.
Then you're good here.
Who is the Sleeper?
The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He disclosed himself 5 years ago through Iberian, our master. Since then, we have renounced the 3 gods. And you should do so as well. The gods just stood by and watched while we were exiled to this prison. But the Sleeper will lead us to freedom.
Tell me about the Sleeper's teachings.
The Sleeper is a powerful being, maybe even more powerful than Innos, the god of light. He is with us in spirit, but his power is still limited. He has been sleeping for 1,000 years, but now the moment of his awakening is near. He has chosen us to be witnesses to his awakening and to spread his word. So listen, all those who join the Sleeper will have immortal souls, but those who are against him will be punished. But the Sleeper is compassionate and sends proof of his might to all who doubt him.
How does your God prove his might?
He speaks to us through visions. Whoever hears his voice no longer doubts his might. If you take the weed which grows in the swamp, you will be close to the Sleeper and able to hear him. Some people even see images.
I see.
I see.
What will the way to freedom look like?
We are preparing a great invocation of the Sleeper, in which all novices create the contact together. In this invocation, the Sleeper will reveal the path to freedom.
I need to get into the castle. Can you help me?
I fear I cannot, brother. The only ones among us who may enter the castle are those who supply the weed to Gomez. We gather swamp weed and sell part of it to the old camp in exchange for goods from the outside world. If you were one of the couriers working for Kor Kalom, you could get into the castle. But for that, you would need to be one of us. What do you want to do in the castle anyway?
I want to meet somebody there.
Do you? Who? And why don't you just wait until he comes out?
That's none of your business.
Fine, man. I just wanted to help.
How do I get to the Brotherhood's camp?
I'm busy, but Baal Parvez should be somewhere in this camp as well. He's near the marketplace, on the other side of the castle. I believe he's even got his own hut there.
Oh, Cat, can you get a bit to this side so that I can actually work with the keyboard? Thank you.
New here, are you? I don't know your face. I'm Sly. I have a job on offer for a newcomer.
You have a job for me? What is it?
One of our guards has disappeared. He's called Neck. He might have gone over to the new camp. You're new here, and you'll get around quite a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. If you find him, I'll speak up for you in the camp.
What good will your speaking up for me do?
If you want to join the camp, you need people to speak up for you. If I speak up for you with Diego, that'd be a great help for you.
I'll see if I can find him.
If you meet Fletcher, ask him about Neck. He's taken over his district since Neck disappeared.
Where will I find him?
His district is the district of the arena.
Hey, you!
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it, but it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
Problem is, if I decline, they will fight me, but I think they won't kill me, so...
Is that a threat?
On the contrary, it's an offer of friendship.
You mean you want me to pay protection money? No thanks. I can take care of myself.
Have it your own way, kid. You'll soon regret turning down a friendly offer.
See ya.
Take care of yourself, kid.
Why? What do you want?
It was real cool of you to refuse to pay him protection money. It means we're all gonna have to pay your share as well. I'll make sure you remember next time he asks you.
Boring fight.
Try that again and you'll regret it. You poor jerk. You don't even have ore on you.
Of course not. What's the name?
Hi, I'm new here. How's things?
Go away. I've been working my ass off in the mines for the last 2 weeks. And what for? Some sad lumps of ore is all I got. I had to spend most of it on food. I talked to Ball Parvis down there. He told me some interesting things about the sect camp. I think I'd better go there instead of slaving away for Gomez.
You don't like it here? Why don't you just go then?
Because I'm not quite sure what to expect there. I had a pal here. His name was Melvin. He headed off to the sect camp a week ago. But since then, I haven't heard of him. And as long as I don't get a message from him, I'll stay here.
You should believe everything you hear.
I'm not listening.
You already know what I think. Do you really think? I would have told you that before.
Some people never learn. Same old story every time.
What's totally obvious?
I thought
You
that
already
had
know
been
what
cleared
I
up
think.
ages ago.
Come on, you're still moving, I see it. But he's probably
haven't I heard
dead.
People never learn.
People always talk. It's totally obvious.
I better keep out of it.
Always talk. I could have told you that.
That's silly.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need
Rely
to
on
know
somebody
about
and you're
it.
in trouble. That's how it goes.
Let's see. Elf. I'm CEO, that's sad.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Time when things would have gone very differently.
So now I have to talk to everyone again. Then I'm probably safe. This time the swamp dude isn't here. Interesting.
Who said that? That's nothing. That's exactly what I said. Why haven't I heard about
This law here was important.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want from me?
I want to become one of you. I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh? If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. You won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
Why won't he sell the weapon to you anymore?
We had a little argument.
And?
And that's all you need to know.
Did you ever consider that I might just run off with the ore?
Don't forget, the colony is small. If you run off with my ore, I'll find you.
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the thing.
Here you go. Come straight back to me.
Hey, man. I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds.
Do you really think?
If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. That's exactly what I said.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one.
I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore. Interested?
That won't happen again.
I don't want to hear that anymore.
Maybe later.
Find somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Maybe.
Fisk wants 110 ore for his sword now.
And you want me to give you the 10 ore now?
I thought you wanted to have that sword.
Here, take it. And now hurry.
It's better to watch out. You already know what I think.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore.
Let's wait and see what
Interested?
Yes, I'll take it.
You got a good deal here.
That won't happen again. That's exactly what I said. There've been all kinds of rumors. There've been all kinds of rumors.
Okay.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
Very good.
It was on. I would have thought there would be trouble ahead. As if I didn't have enough problems. Nothing's ever going to change that. You don't have to ask me that. I got it. Better not go rushing into anything. That's nothing new. That'll only cause more trouble.
As long as I'm not involved.
There was a time.
The sleeper be with you, stranger. I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
That's exactly what I said. This forever.
And which is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free. The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper. So far, he's just talked to us in visions. But now, it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away, in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want.
What would be the benefit of joining you?
Maybe you're one of the chosen people who received the gift of magic from the sleeper. Or you might obtain the highest honors and become a Templar. Only the best fighters among us can obtain that position. If the sleeper is with you, you can even combine both. The best of the Templars receive the gift of magic as well. You see, our brotherhood has a lot of possibilities for you. You should be aware of that before you decide on joining any other camp.
Who's the sleeper?
The sleeper speaks to us through dreams and visions. He has been leading us ever since he first made contact with Iberian 5 years ago. All the followers of the Brotherhood have renounced the three gods. We pray only to the sleeper for salvation.
Salvation from what?
From this goddamn place, of course. The sleeper will show us the way to freedom.
What did the sleeper tell you?
He guided us to the swamp, to the old temple ruins. That's where we built our camp. He gave us independence. None of us need to labor in the mines. He showed us what swamp weed can do. We sell it to the other camps, and in exchange, we get everything we need. And he gave some of us the gift of magic. Of an old and powerful magic, which is different from the one the magicians of the realm use.
Tell me about the magic of the sleeper.
This gift enables you to control things with the power of your mind. Only the gurus of our brotherhood have been initiated into the secrets of this magic.
Okay. And Dexter. Well, he knows. That's good. Good. So I'm getting sleepy here since I played for I don't know how many hours. So I guess I will rest a bit before I do a really long Gothic session. Because I mean, this game, I like it. Again. But hey, after minute-long loading screens in Final Fantasy 15, good old games are still the best. Yeah, I'd be glad if you join me again. I mean, yeah, I just get some rest now, and when I wake up, there will be more Gothic. Thanks, and I'm out for now.